you're having a great day today. All right, today I decided to come outside for this video. Normally I'm doing it in the kitchen, but it's kind of nice that if you look, this you would call fog, right? But this is actually a cloud descending into the mountain. So kind of fun. You'll drive out of our little mountain here. There's another mountain and it'll be just blue skies. And so kind of neat. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna come outside and try to film in the mountain because my house is a little bit louder. We're going through everybody's home and we're home all the time anyways, but just extra loud. So I don't know if the cars are gonna be louder or the kids are gonna be louder. So I figured I'm gonna take my chance with the cars being softer and quieter than my kids. So we're going through, this is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Hopefully your time is going well. I know that we're stuck inside those houses right now and it's like, sometimes it probably just doesn't feel like you can go or do anything. I filmed these videos a week away, so it's actually a week before, so if something crazy has happened since I made this video, my apologies. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep filming like I normally do. It's like, keep filming, give you guys something to watch. That's what we're here for, right? So we're reading from Less Stuff, More Life. This is my book. You can go get it for free. You don't even have to buy it. There's a link below this video. You can go and download it and get the book in a PDF form and then read along and do the challenges with this. We're going through the year 2020. Oh, this is Maxine, excuse me. She's like, Mom, I'm outside. Can you see? You can see it right there. We're going through the year 2020 and I'm giving you 52 different challenges. Some things that are just simple and small that you can change if you want in your life just to make your life better. We've gone through a whole lot up until this point. We are on week 13, so there's 13 different 12 other challenges that you can do. Some you may do, some you may not. You might just be like, oh, I got this one, or oh, I don't even want to do that. Then that's great. It just gives you something to think about. That might be just simple to do, but something for some food for thought. So this week, all right, this one's going to be to eat more veggies and fruit. Obviously, this is like no brainer, right? We know that we should be eating more vegetables and fruit. We do not eat enough, right? Yes, I agree on all that. Most of us are not. I mean, who wants to eat that nice piece of fruit when you've been eating ooey gooey chocolate chip cookies, you know, and some crunchy chips or something like that? I get it, especially if you've been brought up in a home where you're used to more processed foods, like growing up, remember like Little Debbie snacks? Oh yeah, the little white ones, the zebra cakes. Lunches would be like white bread with bologna and Miracle Whip, you know, with the juice box. And then dinners, remember TV dinners? Oh yeah, TV dinners. So we're used to a lot of processed stuff if you're different ages. Thank goodness for the internet and the ability to learn about whole foods and like there's a whole natural way of eating. And I know like it depends on where you're at and what region you're in, but if you didn't grow up like that, then you're not used to doing that. And you just think, oh no, big deal, this is how you eat, it's what you do. So especially if you know, when you grew up, sometimes there was like, if you wanted to eat salad, that was more for the people that need to lose weight or the ones that were on a diet. Then yes, eat your carrots and celery and make your salad. But for the rest of us, we could still enjoy our prepared packaged meals, is what they had wanted us to believe. But we know now how important it is to eat a whole foods diet. Are we perfect? No, I'm not proclaiming that I'm perfect. You see my grocery hauls, you see what we eat. We have a variety of foods that we eat. Do try to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. Definitely know that that's better for you. Definitely know that it helps not to gain weight. When you eat those kind of foods in your body, it makes you feel better, makes everything just flow a whole lot better in your body. And so it's important to get those in as much as you can. Now, can you be freaky about it? Yes, you can go both ways just with everything in life. But I'm just talking about how to get some more into your diet. So what's a good way to know if your food is healthy or not? Okay, so anything prepared in a factory and processed and you have to make it in a factory, it's not going to be the best choice for you. I always tell my kids, they're like, well, is this better than this? I say, get it as close to nature as possible. That's the best way to eat it. I said, if you can get an apple, eat an apple. If you can get it off the tree, perfect. If not, get it from the store. And if you can't get it that way, go in and get a frozen one. Is going to be frozen apples. Probably not frozen apples, but you know, I'm just using that as an example. Frozen ones are good because they flash freeze them right there. Or canned ones, you have to process them to get them in a can. You know, mixed with a bunch of sugars and made into a dessert, into a cake mix, that's going to be even more and more processing. The more they do to it, the less of the nutritional value that you get. And so I always say, get it to its most natural state as possible. So, okay, we know it's important to do this, but how do we do this? How do we get more fruits and veggies into our diet? It sounds simple, right? Like I'd love to say, oh, my kids eat fruits and vegetables every meal. Well, they don't. And sometimes it's like, you need to eat that. It's one of those things that you just have to like introduce more and more. The more you introduce it to your children, the more they'll likely try. I remember the first time giving my kids food and they'd be like, I'm not into that. And it took them a few tries. I don't know, there's like a study, what is it, like 4 or 5 times of trying something, you'll actually like it after that. So just keep trying, like one piece at a time. I know for ourselves, I've been doing, if you watch my freezer meals, you'll see that I say puree, people don't like that word, they're like, ew. But it basically disguises the veggies. It's like taking a vitamin, or it's like getting the superfood where it's all fine and dry. But take it, chop up your food. If you don't want to puree it, chop it. Puree makes it nice and small so you don't get chunks of like food, say, in your food. Like other foods, the kids are like, oh, that's a green chunk or a red chunk, or is that a tomato, is that a spinach? If you puree it, it makes it really fine, and you can mix that veggie mixture with all your foods and it tastes great. I mix up, we'll take spinach, we can take collard greens, you can take zucchini, the peppers, the carrots, broccoli, any kind of things you want, onions and garlic, all the veggies, anything you want that you think your kids are never going to eat. You can take it and chop them up really fine, puree them if you want, and freeze them in like a little bag and add them to your meals. I like to add mine to my meats, like my ground beef, and it just mixes in it. It makes it so much more flavorful, and you get all those nutrients. Or just add a scoop to soups, or a scoop to a casserole, whatever you're making. You can add that. It makes it just so much better. Just add so much more nutritional value. That's a good way to sneak in the veggies to your kids. You can do that. You can put it in baked goods. You can do, you know how you make the zucchini bread, and you can add the chocolate to it. The kids don't even know the difference yet. There's a whole bunch of ways to sneak in the veggies, but that's a real easy way to do it. For ourselves, we also like to have some on hand, if possible. Like right now we might have a grocery shortage. I don't know. It's been a week away. We still have food and lots of fresh vegetables at the stores around here, but that could all change in a week. But we like to have, I know when we do our once a month trip, I will try to get the veggies and fruit. And then when I buy a lot for the month, we eat the ones up that are gonna go bad first. Like bananas go bad first. Grapes go bad first. Strawberries go bad first. The ones that last a little bit longer are like oranges. You can last all month in your refrigerator. You can even take your melons. They last for a good 3 weeks, even on the counter in your refrigerator. And you can eat those later on. Sometimes we'll do the fresh stuff at the beginning of the month. And if I can't go shopping again because of due to budget or whatever, we'll do some canned things, or we'll do frozen fruit. That's a good way to get in there. Same thing with veggies. We'll get a lot of stuff like the leafy lettuce and the cucumbers and the carrots, that kind of stuff. So if you eat the stuff that's gonna go bad, cucumbers, leafy lettuce in the beginning, about through the middle, that's when you can use up. Like your celery lasts a long time. Your carrots, not the baby ones, the ones that you have to cut up yourselves, because the baby ones are processed and cut up and gone through factories, and they lose a lot of stuff. And so it's better to chop up yourself, even though it takes time. I like the baby carrots. You see my videos, I like doing them, but for later on in the month, get the regular carrots and chop them up. That will last a whole lot longer. And then also potatoes will last longer, things like that. So that's what we do a lot of that way. And then maybe we'll do, you know, my spinach, I'll keep it out. Then as it starts to get yucky, I put it in the freezer, and then I can crunch it up and use it on top of, you know, whatever we're cooking and add it to it. And nobody knows any difference on there. It helps to help have your food prepared. I'm not gonna go in and grab some cucumbers and carrots if I gotta go chop them up. But if I take time one day a week, chop up my fruit, chop up my veggies, it's a whole lot easier to grab it and use those to eat. I know when I went through a lot of my weight loss a long time ago, it's been 10 years? No, not 10 years. Yeah, it's been about 10 years. It's been a long time. It helped to munch on like carrots and celery because it's a good filler. Instead of going and grabbing for junk, I was able to go and just get handfuls of carrots or handfuls of celery. So I would just eat that. It's good for me. It filled my need to eat, and then it would also give me nutrients that I needed. So having that bowl in there helps hugely. Okay, if you're still drawn to eating processed food, I get you. There are days that I just want a bag of chips. Sometimes that's somehow what we feel. So if you can say to yourself, okay, just like the drinking water challenge, say, okay, I'm gonna eat 10 carrot sticks, maybe they're little ones, before I have that bag of chips, or before we have dinner, you know, this afternoon, we're gonna have to make sure we have this, or, you know, for dinner, everybody's gonna have a little bit of a salad. Just that kind of thing. If you set those little goals for yourself and just stick with them, that makes these little challenges so much easier. But you gotta put that goal before you go, you know, you're right, I do need to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. All right, so this one it's just gonna be short. It's a short video. I'm like, this is gonna be a short video, Amy, short video. But it's simple. It sounds simple, but it takes a huge bit of motivation to do it. You know, when you're going to the store, go get yourself a bag of carrots. Maxine just flung a bunch of dirt on me. Okay, so this one might seem like an easy challenge, maybe for some, maybe not for others. I know for myself, I had to reprogram the way I ate and fed my families, because that's not how we grew up. I knew it was good to eat it, but I was just more like, oh, I need to eat that because I need to be healthy. Well, your whole family needs to be healthy. So get some extra veggies in there. Chop that spinach up. Nobody will even notice it. Get real tiny. You can put it in smoothies. Yes, you can just put a little bit in there. If you're afraid they're gonna go, ooh, it's green, put just a little handful in there and let it mix up, and then go, oh, that's not too bad. Do it a few more times. All those things that you can add to there, and over time, you'll be surprised at how many veggies you can get into your meals. And then they're like, oh, you don't even realize that they're there. So it is. It takes some time though. It takes time to reprogram yourself into eating those, the texture of them, the getting full from them, the fruit, because we're used to processed sugar is a whole lot sweeter than natural sugar from a fruit. So to eat that, it takes some time to go, okay, this is really flavorful, but your body has to be reprogrammed that I don't need that chocolate brownie. Even though the chocolate brownie is so good, I'm gonna eat this apple and it's gonna be nice and sweet and it's gonna be satisfying. So, all right, this week you're gonna do a little challenge of more fruits and veggies. Hopefully you're able to do that with the store situation. I don't know. My apologies if you can't. I filmed this before. There was plenty of fresh fruits and veggies at our store. Up until now, it was the canned stuff that was gone. So if you can eat some fresh fruits and veggies, get those in your body. You're going to feel a whole lot better. All right, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we're going to see you again tomorrow with another day in the life video. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.